Hello there everyone, we are back at Knott's for another Scary Farm update. See what's happened here in the last few days since our last one. As you see behind me, they've cleared the way for the new entrance statement that is coming. They revealed some of that at Nightmares Revealed, but nothing to see there yet, just cleared out, but should be going up. Who knows, maybe by the time this video hits. So that said, let's start making our way around Knott's, see what we can find in the Scary Farm vein. All right, skeletons have returned to the ghost town streets, and they're always fun to see. And again, they play well day and night. So we've got a few of them showing back up here. You can still see for a little bit of work up there, some of the decor for the hanging. Oh, we've got another one up there. And then, got that, is that a fog box up there? Definitely the added lighting for Scary Farm as well there. We've got a fun one here with his pony. Side note, but it's so nice when it's like this dead. It just sucks that they close at 6, so it's like we barely, by the time we get here it's 5, and so it's like an hour to do these updates. But I do love being able to just wander these open streets. All right, we've got the banjo player. Is it banjo? No. Player right there added. And then of course also up there in my favorites when it comes to the pole ghouls, the Ghost Rider guys. This look great. Definitely a favorite. No changes in the buffet. They still got the witch over there and the big cloaked skeleton guy. Some webbing in the windows there. Some of the cloth, that is. Besides that, not much to see down this way. All right, so the Gold Trails Hotel, getting in style, looking good. And then they have it closed right now, which is one of the stores that's like never closed, even on these slow days. But it's difficult to see. We won't do video of it, but it's difficult to see. But they are laying out Scary Farm merchandise, so you can make out some lanterns being set out there and other Scary Farm merch. So we should be getting our Scary Farm real soon here. All right, the toy shop, always waiting for this one to come together with this creepy doll in here. It's tough to see with all the reflection, but she's riding a skeleton type horse. And then in the back, we've got the caged individual ghoul. Of course, the 1882 on the cash register there, but fun spookiness. Scary Farm all year round. Boot Hill Undertaker. I think this one's new. I don't recall that wig. Cider of apples. Another one. We're all the way out here at Pony Express at this point. This guy's returned. All right, right over here at Mystery Lodge. Nothing new with the spider activation, but we do have all sorts of pumpkins added. So here's a moment of pumpkin and waterfall zen. All right, and then favorite spot here, the ghost effect, but we've got our friend back there, which we'll see trigger in a moment here. fun little stuff. All right, so here at entries on both sides of the land for Camp Snoopy, we've got these new Spooky Farm adornments, which look really cool with the bunting. Great, and then got some changes over here in terms of some of the decor. So a hearse there, and then we've got a few different statues and some tombstones over here that are hanging out to the side. All right, not exactly Scary Farm, but this is some fun Spooky Farm stuff and the new look for this area here with this guy moving across the way since Huff and Puff has disappeared. So fun addition here. And again, not specific to the gauntlet for Scary Farm, but we do have a few jack-o'-lanterns out here that are fun for Spooky Farm. Since we're grabbing whatever Halloween we can, we'll include them here. And then we've got some bunting on some of the games on the tops there. So there's more jack-o'-lanterns as well. All right, and here in Fiesta, we've got the addition of some figures over here. Some classics. Scary Farm fans recognize these guys. Girls here. Fun to see them. Nothing much else new from last time up on Jaguar, although, as we talked about last time, it looks absolutely incredible at night when they light up green. So hoping that will be cool once again. And then just to note, in this land, I mean, we really hope to see it get a scare zone again and maybe mazes. But when we did a tour of the construction when they were building Fiesta, one of the things that was discussed is that the infrastructure was built in terms of power, electronics, technology, all of that, to host mazes in here in a much smoother way than in the past. So we'll see. It'll be on our list of wishes for 2025 maybe, is to see this land come back alive at night for Scary Farm. Another great addition here, returning for this year. All right, so next up we're heading over to Forsaken Lake, where you can see obviously some of the set pieces have come out here, and actually it looks like quite a few of them. So let's turn the camera around here. Let's turn the camera around here so you can see it a little bit better. I really love how this zone has grown over the years in terms of the footprint, now bending around even more, which we looked at in the previous videos with the lantern activation and all of that. But also just, I think, the fog and lighting, I mean, it was good right out the box, but I feel like it's even progressed and become more impressive. And the talent has been pretty great from the very beginning over here. So again, we have that awesome tomb backdrop over here, which looks incredible. And CMR is all lit up during Scary Farm. Works. There we go, the door. The wind knocking the door open there. Ghostly, right? Good stuff. All right, let's make our way down here, see if we see anything else new besides just the set pieces that have been added. We'll see. It's interesting, just this like one wall piece over here, because it feels like maybe there'll be a little bit more showing up when you do have not just the lantern activation, but even the pole decor and things like that. It just feels like they're stretching it a bit more here this year, but we'll see. Maybe not, but I'd love to see. Yeah, see, we've got these set pieces as well. Love to see these actors have as much room as possible to play with. And then I don't anticipate we'll see anything new here at this activation, but let's just take a look. We know sometimes little things pop up. Maybe there's something we missed, but one of you out there will see and key in on. I know we had missed the mourner, or I should say I had missed the mourner. I think Carmel had seen it back in there alongside the casket the first time it came by, so. All right, let's keep going. All right, so as we transition here, I've got a couple things. One, I love, love, love these pole ghouls. These are some of my favorite of the year, each year. They don't get a lot of presents. They're kind of hidden off to the side over here, and then there's more over there by the seating near the funnel cake area, but I do love them. They're super creepy and cool. And then the lanterns with the blue lighting to hang out. Very scary farm. Pretty perfect. And we have our fog set up here, of course, for the Roaring 20s. It's the only one of the fog boxes in this area so far. But also across the way at the factory store, we can see they are setting up for Into the Fog, all closed down there at the arcade. And then in here, it's all partitioned off as well to get ready for merch. This is a nice addition since our last visit, and much like the centerpiece of the fountain there, just this brilliantly bright colors here. Really like how it's looking nice and clean. And then of course we've got our skeleton with a nod to the Roaring 20s as well. So nice little addition. All right, this is a fun addition. It doesn't feel totally Scary Farm, but I think it really is. And is this one of our friends from the depths making a return here? So I'm not positive about that, but whatever it is, it's fun here. And this is at the Boardwalk Surf Shop here. Fun. So in our last video, we did a big update on CarnEvil with so many new set pieces, props, and all of that. Not a lot new to see in this one. If you didn't check that one out, it's actually the last video we posted up here on YouTube, so you can find it out. They added the hay bales for some of the spots here. But in the ride vehicles that we saw empty, they've added some vegetation there, so they're filled with that versus the monkeys or anything like that. So a few little additions, but not a ton new in CarnEvil, but a ton was new in CarnEvil in our last video. So check that out if you want to see a much more comprehensive look. But I think we'll move on to the next zone now. All right, the partition is out to make room, which would assume the Wheel of Death there. Looks like a similar setup to what we've seen in the past here for CarnEvil. It's always a fun time, especially like when the clowns make their way over to enjoy it as well. Kind of cross the boundary into this piece of real estate here. But excited to see this show for this year. And since our last visit, the CMR ghouls have been added here out on the poles. Another fun set of collection. And Calico Candy Mine Ride signage still up there. All right, here in the marketplace is a really fun addition to the back, or really the side of Virginia's here. Got all our marionettes. Maybe a bit of a nod to the Bob Baker Marionette Show returning to Spooky Farm. Whether it's that or not, these are really cool. Fun additions. Then for our Berry Factory window here, changed out a few figures to give it a little bit of a Roaring 20s vibe. Some Devil's Elixir. Of course, we've got our usual icon over here. And we're catching a couple in Embrace here, as well as a couple jack-o'-lanterns. And then over here, that awesome Halloween tree, all orange. Got a couple more here. All right, so thank you for tuning in to another one of our updates here from Knott. So excited for Scary Farm. We're so close to this alleyway being filled with fog and amazing lights and amazing, incredible actors. So with that said, we're gonna wrap up here. Have some more updates to come in the days ahead. And of course, we'll be here opening night with all sorts of stuff from Scary Farm. So that said, until next time, we'll see you in line somewhere.